You are tuned in to your dose of positivity. I am Marlene Motivates, and as I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
And for further support and encouragement, join my channel membership. Hey everybody, it's Marlene of Marlene Motivates, your channel for all things motivational, positive, and I appreciate each and every one of you for being here for this channel. And um, it has been a really whirlwind for me. I was not sure if I was going to be able to do this live stream today because of the winds and the rain and everything, but it has seemed to die down for a moment. So I am here with you all right now. I appreciate everybody's support and for all the well wishes. Thank you so much. Hey JW, how are you? Happy Monday. Happy new week. I hope you're doing well. Got a moderator in the house. Thank you all so much for your support and all the well wishes. And even after like how I was feeling last week, which was horrible, it seems like I've turned the corner. So hopefully the same thing will happen with the weather this week and it will cooperate. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And if you're new to this channel, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel to get further support for positivity and mindset shifting. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Happy new week. And thank you so much. I'm feeling much better. If you guys can't tell, much better than I was on Friday. Friday was really rough for me. And I got to say thank you so much to Shay Love and to The Word for bailing me out, and also GeoVlogs H-Town. They came to my rescue because I wasn't really even able to talk on Friday. But I'm coming back. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm doing better. So today we're going to be talking about the subject, which I think is a very powerful topic to speak on, and it's to let yourself free. Let yourself free. Um, I can say from personal experience, for far too long, I let myself be imprisoned when I had the wherewithal. I had enough power to open that jail cell. I had enough power to let myself not be where I was, but we have to do it for ourselves personally. I put myself in, and I'm going to also talk about the type of imprisonment that we can be in. But I had allowed myself to be imprisoned, and to be unhappy and miserable for such a long time. And we can find ourselves in that cycle that we're angry and we're mad at the world, we're mad at everybody who is around us. But whose choice at the end of the day is it for our own joy and our own peace of mind? Ours. So we're going to get into this topic today. Thank you all so much for being here. Today's topic is imprisoned to elevate. Now, when we talk about um, imprisoned, okay, we have to let ourselves out of the imprisonment. We have to let ourselves open the door and say, hey, you can walk through this door. Hey, you can be free. Hey, puzzle pieces. Oh, as promised, yesterday on the premiere, Nexie gave a super chat. So I got to first start off by thanking her for her super chat from yesterday. So thank you so much, Nexie. Pause, please, when the super chat hits. Thank you so much, Nexie. I appreciate your support, and I hope you're doing great. And hi, Grammy's Journal. Thank you so much for being here. I hope everybody's having a great Monday so far. So let's get into this topic, everybody. Let yourself free. Imprisoned to elevated. Okay. So, because of our background, because of childhood traumas, broken relationships, unsavory circumstances, and our own thoughts of ourself, we can put ourselves into our own prison. Now, we can do this because we can be stuck in an imprisonment in environment. We think that what we think our current circumstance is all that we can get. We think it's all that is set out for us. And I'm here to tell you that just because you're in a certain circumstance doesn't mean that it has to always be that way. If you were raised poor, if you were raised not educated, if you were raised to, you know, have anger issues, if you were raised whatever way, we can all make choices to change how we want our life to be. Just because your past was a certain way, it does not mean that your today cannot change. See, let yourself free. And we let ourselves stay in those bondages of prison. You know, we imprison ourselves. We make ourselves miserable. We make ourselves sad just because we think, well, that's all I'm used to. Just because you're only used to negative or toxic does not mean that you have to continue it with yourself. Okay. I see a few people came in. Thank you all so much for being here. Hey, Realist One. Got a moderator in the house. How are you? Happy Monday. Good to see you. Hey, James Money. How are you? Welcome. Happy Monday to everybody. Yes, just because you were raised a certain way does not mean that that is what you must be as well. We can at any time make a choice, okay? At any time in our life, we can make a choice to set ourselves free. And I say that to you as well. No matter what has happened to you, no matter what other people have done to you, no matter what you think about yourself, no matter what your financial situation is, no matter what it is, we have the choice on today. Every day is a new opportunity to be enlightened, to be positive, to have joy in our life. So I say to you, set yourself free. Hi, the copper tone. Welcome. Good to see you. I say to you all, set yourself free, okay? And like I was saying, let's start off with the first thing. One of the things that we can be enslaved to or imprisoned to is childhood traumas. Now, we can't change what happened in our childhood. We can't change the way people treated us as a child. We can't change our that circumstance. We can't make people undo what they did to us. But we can now, as adults, say, I'm an adult, I'm grown, and now I'm going to help heal and fix what happened to me. See, that's how we let ourselves free. The long the the more time that we put into saying, I'm hurt, I'm broken, I'm sad, this person did this to me, I'm angry at this person. No, we're going to shift all of that to what is in our control. What are we in control of? Ourselves. We can't change the past. All we can do is be in our present. Okay? All we can do is be in our present. So today I say to you all, no matter what happened, if you had some childhood traumas, it's very difficult. It's hard. It's sad, it's disheartening. It brought you a lot of pain, tears. Maybe it made you a little tougher, maybe a little more aggressive or controlling about, what you choose to accept in your adult life. But I'm saying to you that just because something happened to you in your childhood, we can in our adulthood make a choice that in my adulthood I'm going to not let that happen for my children. I'm not going to let that happen to other kids that are in my family, in the family circle, the family line. So once you see something, now what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with the information now as an adult? What happened to me? Am I going to use that pain and turn that pain into something that can help, something that can heal? Now, I'm telling you that your painful situation can propel you and you can use it for something good. Now, I know you're going to ask me how. How can you use your painful situation? How can you use your trauma to help yourself and to help others? By your attitude, how you choose to deal with your life moving forward. See, this is how we get freedom. This is how we gain personal growth. This is how we show our maturity. See, a person who is very immature, they will take what has happened to them in their life and allow it to scar them for their entire life. I was hurt. I was broken. This happened to me, and they gave themselves that room to. I'm just going to lay down and I'm going to give up with my life. Are you going to do that, motivators? Are you going to let childhood trauma? Are you going to let what some fool did to you? What some person who scarred you? Are you going to let them have power over you, or are you going to take your power back? See, one of the things that I had to learn that while I had childhood trauma, I had to take ownership back of my own life. And it all starts with you saying, I don't want to be angry and bitter and sad about what happened to me anymore. See, this is the first way that we take a step towards letting ourselves be free. Okay? Let yourself be free. Let yourself be free. And a lot of times we don't even know that we're being so mean. We don't even know that we're so angry we don't even know we're taking it out on our kids, on the job, on different people, and we will until we take control back to ourselves. Okay, take your power back. And it all starts by saying, confronting your inner child. If you're a male or a woman, you have to say, the inner child, the little girl in me or the little boy in me, I'm sorry that this happened to you. And I heal that. Okay? We can't do anything about it. But now we're adults. We're stronger, we're wiser, and we're more mature. Okay? I just saw a few people come in. Hi, Uncle. How are you? Welcome in. Happy Monday. And I would appreciate if everybody could hit the like. Hey, Sirius, we got a moderator in the house. Appreciate everybody's support. Yes. Here to help. Get to know Siri at apple.com. Oh, isn't my phone rude? Did I ask my phone Siri to say anything? Nosy. So, everybody, let's get into this. While childhood traumas may have happened to many of us, we have to talk to ourselves and we have to say, when this happened to you when you were at this age or whatever, put all the cards on the table. This happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. Write it out. But now I'm not going to let what happened to me control me any longer. I am taking my power back. When I did that, it was a very powerful moment. If you have not done that, I recommend you do that for yourself. When your innocence has been taken away, when somebody violated you in some way, verbal, mental, sexual, any type of abuse or trauma that happened to you as a child, we have to be able to take our power back, take the control back, because if we don't, we're going to unknowingly sadden ourselves. We're going to unknowingly keep ourselves in a prison of not being able to go after our goals, what we want. Is going to make us have a thinking that, oh, my whole childhood was bitter and angry and mean. Okay, when maybe it was just parts of it. So it's very important for us to take control of the life that we have now and not let ourselves be in the past. Okay. So I say to all of you, I'm sorry for anything that had happened to you. I had to say it to myself too. I'm sorry for anything that may have happened to you in the past. But now, as an adult, we're going to take control back and we're going to set ourselves free so that we can get to a point of elevation. And if we don't do that, we're going to keep ourselves in a prison of doubt, worry, fear, and sadness. We're going to unknowingly let people treat us a way that they shouldn't, okay? Just because of something that happened in the past. If we don't heal from our past, we're going to take it into our present, okay? And I say to you, I want you to be free. And I want you to say that to yourself too. I want to set myself free. So say it to yourself. I want to set myself free. So we're going to talk about this and we're going to get into these points. So one of the ways that we can set ourselves free is we have to talk about healing. And healing is a major way that we can set ourselves free and to elevate, okay? We set ourselves free in 4 ways because there's 4 types of healing that is necessary for us to do. We have to get physical healing, emotional healing, spiritual healing, and mental healing. Okay, so first let's talk about emotional healing. Now, it's 2 sides of the story. A lot of times for males were a lot of times not allowed to let them have their feelings. Men were always taught, oh, from a little boy, don't show your feelings. Don't cry, don't feel sad because that makes you less than, because boys don't cry, boys don't show emotion, boys have to be tough, when that's not true at all. Men and women have the right to their emotions. They have the right to feel the way that they feel. You got to have control of your own feelings, okay? But it's very important to not just let yourself just cry all day. It's important for us to get into emotional intelligence, okay? So there are times where we cry, and there are people who we can cry with. That's emotional intelligence. There's certain people in our life that will never understand the things that we deal with. They will never understand the things that you have gone through, okay? Hey, Nate, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. It's actually some women who downplay men that let out that type of emotion. Right, realist, exactly. I understand that part. And that's why I was saying that you can't show your emotions to everybody, but everybody does have a right to feel emotion. And anybody, even a woman who clowns a man for having emotion, doesn't love herself. You know, that's just point blank the answer to that. Everybody is entitled to have their feelings. Everybody. But of course, you got to know who to have your feelings with. See, that's the intelligence part. That's the discernment part. Hey, Sheed. Welcome. How are you? Happy Monday to everybody. So, we were talking about the emotional intelligence, and it's very important for our healing process that we understand that it's okay. It's okay to shed tears. It's okay to feel sad. Especially, I didn't understand when going through the grieving process because I was always taught to be tough, to never show my feelings, to not let anybody know when you feel down, because I always had to be the strong person that everybody was depending on me. And nobody can be um, like the Tin Man, nobody can just be, tough. And everybody needs to let down their defenses from time to time, shed some tears, be in their feelings, feel sad, feel how they want to, okay? That's what drives folks crazy from bottling it up and when it comes out. Yes. And that's why it's so important to have the right people, okay? Have the right people in our life that we can relax with, and we can break down our defenses, and we can just express, this is how I feel, this is what I'm going through, and they're going to support you, and they'll listen to you, and they're not going to put you down. It's very important when we talk about setting ourselves free that we don't go through this on our own. You have to have a circle of people that you can depend on. And I'm telling you that sometimes it's not our family, unfortunately, because our family can clown us, make fun of us, and pretend that what what actually happened didn't happen because they want to cover things up. So it's important to have a support group, whether online or in person, that somebody that can try to understand us, okay? Okay. Thank you all so much for being here and appreciate all the likes. So let's get into the second part of the healing process. So for us to be set free, we just talked about the emotional intelligence. Let's also tap into, the physical healing. When we don't let ourselves free, when we keep ourselves in a prison of all of our pain and all the traumas and all the suffering, it can take a toll on us physically. I mean, we can develop real illnesses It can affect our mental health, okay? It can affect so many things, and it can make us physically ill when we don't deal with what we're going through. So it's very important for us to have a place, like I was saying, where we feel supported. And it's very important during this time that we understand that it's okay. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be mad. But we have to find an outlet to do so. We have to find a way to release and get all of what we're going through out. It could be through exercise. It could be through journaling. It could be through, I don't know, whatever, a hobby, something that you enjoy for fun. But we all have to find a way to release whatever it is that we're dealing with, or we will constantly be in a prison that we are putting ourselves in. We're traumatizing ourselves over and over again when we don't allow ourselves to heal from it. We can't stay in the past. We have to start enjoying our present. And the only way that we can enjoy our present is by releasing it, by healing, by forgiving, by saying, this is what happened to me. You know, sometimes that's the hardest thing to do, is to admit what happened to us. I can say that for myself. It was so hard for me to admit what happened to me. You know, some of the hard parts of life, you know, that happens to so many kids and adults and in your teen years and your adult years. It's very important to say, this is what happened to me, and then say, now I'm going to move forward and I'm going to be okay. And I am okay. But you have to pour that out, and you have to let yourself have those moments, regardless of what other people say, regardless of when people tell you you should be over it by now. It's nobody else's life but yours. And you have to know however often you need to cry, however often you need to be angry, however often you need to talk about it. Let yourself do that and feel that. Hey, Lovey, how are you? Welcome. We got a member in the house. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Yes, realist one. Family can be the main ones. Ooh, I can't even tell y'all how many years of therapy went behind the pain that family can cause. And I don't think all the time family means to do things to hurt us, but when family is has not healed themselves, unknowingly sometimes they scar us. Not saying that sometimes it's not on purpose, but sometimes family, because of their pain and their hurt, they push that off on you too as well. So that's why I'm telling you that it's important for us to find support outside of family, to find some great friendships, to get some therapy, to join some support groups, to find some people online. But however you find your support, the only thing that is important is finding the support wherever you find it. And I will also say that family is not always by blood, okay? That's something that I had to learn, that family is who chooses to support and love you without judgment, without, you know, that they'll listen to your same story 500 million times the same way and never getting tired of hearing what you have to say. So don't think that family is only blood. Family can be whoever loves you, um, without judgment. Okay. So find your family, find your circle. That's very important for you to feel free from the imprisonment and the bondage that life can do to us. Life can beat us up, slap us all over the place, do some, it can hand us a raw deck of cards, but it's in the support. It's in you wanting to be free. See, and that's another thing. We have to want to be free. For a long time, I wanted to be miserable. I wanted to be angry. I wanted to take out my frustration out on everybody because of what I went through. And yes, it's nothing wrong with being angry, but why punish other people that have nothing to do with the pain that you have been through? See, that's maturity, everybody. I speak to all you motivators. Don't punish other people for what you have been through. They haven't hurt you. They haven't done anything to you. Hi, Rudy. Welcome. Happy Monday to you. Hey, Miss B. Welcome. Good to see you. Hey, Tam Tam. Thanks, everybody who's in the house. And we have to learn to stop punishing the people who love us. And I found that I was the one always doing that. I was taking out all my anger. I was taking out all the pain and doing all kinds of things to the people who were there for me the most. And why do we do that? Why do we hurt people who support us, and the people who we need to be angry at, we don't? It's like when you're in a bad relationship, you don't get mad at the person who did the wrong. You get mad at other situations outside of it. So let's be mature and handle things the right way. Handle the person who hurt us and not take it out on people. Don't take it out on people who actually support and love you, okay? Let's treat the people who love us in the right way. And that's how we get free too. Learn how to show appreciation and gratitude for people who actually do love us. That's how we get free. Respect people. Respect the ones who respect us. Treat people kindly who listen to us. Show people appreciation. Don't be angry and mad at people who love us. See, that's not healthy. That's toxic. Maybe that's the way that maybe you were raised. Maybe you were raised to yell and scream, and that's how you deal with your problems. But in 2023, on today, on this Monday, on this 28th day of August, we're going to learn to have better tools, healthier tools. We're going to learn to communicate, okay? We're going to learn to, when we're upset, take a break and say, I need a moment, okay? See, that's what you do when you're mature. That's what you do when you're mature. I'm mature enough to know that I need a break. And then afterwards, then I can say, hey, I just needed a moment. See, because once you do an angry outburst at somebody, saying you're sorry all the time doesn't work. Yeah, everybody from time to time has a lapse of their mouth, their tongue says the wrong thing, but it can't be all the time. You can't be a person to always do something, hurt feelings, and then try to go back and just say, I'm sorry. Because after a while, people will not want to deal with you. And ask me how I know, because I was that woman. I was the woman that used to say whatever I wanted to say, and then later on just say, I was just being emotional, I was just having a bad day, and just the excuse. And after a while, people get fed up with it. So we're going to learn to be more mature, okay? We're going to be more mature, more adults. We're going to learn to communicate. We're going to learn to say, when I need a break. We're going to say thank you to those who listen to us. We're going to show appreciation. We're going to show gratitude. These are the healthy ways. These are the tools necessary in order for us to be free and also for others to feel safe around us. We want to make other people feel safe around us. And sometimes, because of the things that we have been through, we don't understand. We don't know how to communicate. And one of the best ways is when we feel a certain type of way, when our blood is boiling, when we're angry, when we're upset, take a break. Say, I need a moment. Maturity. And then later on, we can come back and say, I just needed a break and this is going on, or you did this and it offended me. This is how we communicate. This is how we show we're adults. This is how we let other people be free too. Because while we are growing personally, we also let other people see, that's how you handle it. Okay? So it goes back and forth. While we grow and mature, also the people who are around us, they grow and they learn from us as well. See, when I get free, you get free. I think that that's a wonderful thing. When one person grows and matures and knows how to communicate, knows how to show appreciation, knows how to show gratitude, they can also give it to others. And I think that it's a gift that keeps on giving. Let's see what I missed. The greatest moral, emotional, and financial support has come to me not from family, but from friends that have become my family. Oh, that's amazing, Nexie. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yes, it's very important to find your circle of people. It's very important. Find your circle of people and don't for a long time I drove myself crazy waiting for my family to change, or my blood family to change. And I'm telling you that some people in our family by blood never will. So we have to give them a break. We got to step away from them and then give our energy and time to people who actually do respect us, the people who actually will listen to us, those who will actually give us what we need. Okay? That's how we get free. The ones that respect us, the ones that will listen to us, the ones that will be kind to us, okay? That's what we need, and that's what we deserve. So that's what we have to put out there. We do. We have to put it out there, and one of the parts of the healing process, we talked about the emotional intelligence and the physical, how it can affect our physical, but also we got to get into the mental. When we go through things in our life, it affects our mental. It can really break us down. It can cause us to have some mental health issues, like our sanity could not be too good at the moment because of things that has happened to us in the past that we have failed to deal with. We try to cover it up. We say we're too busy, or we're too tired, or we don't want to face it because it's too painful. But just because we push it to the back, don't want to talk about it, it does not stop it from being there. It's that elephant in the room. It's not going to go away just because you ignore it. The longer that you take to deal with your past, is the harder it is going to be when you finally face it. So I like to, as soon as something happens to me, don't put things on the back burner. Immediately, if you detect something, oh, I don't like that, you need to deal with it right here and right now. Because I was definitely one of those persons. I don't want to deal, I don't like, I definitely was a person, I don't like confrontation. I definitely was a person that I didn't want to hurt people's feelings, but I also had to start to think, I don't I don't want to hurt other people's feelings, but on the other hand, they're hurting mine. And it was affecting my mental health. So I had to start thinking and putting myself first. And when we think about ourselves and our friendship for ourselves and how much we love ourselves, see, we open those that jail cell. We open the prison. We set ourselves free mentally, emotionally, and physically from things, okay? And if we don't do that, we're going to be imprisoned and our elevation will never happen. We never can get an elevation in our life if we don't set ourselves free. Don't let other people and their mental issues and all their problems and all their drama get you mentally off track, off base. And then you have to take a break from reality because of other people's problems. That's why I say all the time, your mental health matters. And we have to be aware when we need a break mentally. Sometimes you just need, like, okay, turn off everything. No, take a few days off work, go off of the path, and just focus in on your mental health. You got to be aware of what you need. And I feel like that's so empowering to realize when you need a break, when you need some rest, when you need to work on something about yourself. And it's okay. Take a break from everybody so that you can be okay. This is how we set ourselves free. I would be not okay, but I'm steady trying to help this person, that person, and that person. Meanwhile, I could see myself declining and my light dimming. So don't pretend like you're okay when you're not. When you need a break, take it. Okay? When you need a break, take it. This is how we get free. People have no consideration for the way they come off verbally. I'm trying to tell you, realist one. I'm trying to tell you, they don't care. People will talk however they want to talk, say whatever they want to say, and then get all shocked. Oh, and want to say that you're attacking them when you call them out. So be careful of those type of people as well. Don't let other people cause your mental, emotional, and spiritual health to be on the line. Okay? Don't let them do it. But then they take it even harder when it's said to them. Exactly. People don't like it when they get a taste of their own medicine. Hey, Miss Tracy, how are you? Welcome. We got a member in the house. I used to be the yes, of course, I can help type of person in my family, and everybody loves me. But as soon as I started my therapy and healing, I said no for the first time. I became their worst enemy. Yeah, and it's okay. I had to learn that it's okay for others to be sad, disappointed, but I had to learn that it was okay for me, for me to be seen, heard, loved, and for the things that I need, I had to learn that it was okay to say no. I had to say no to them to say yes to me. That was it took me about 2 years for me to say no and not feel guilty. And for me, that really set me free. It set me so free that I could say no, not feel guilty, not feel like any type of, oh, maybe I should, and why don't it? And I wonder who's going to help them and have anxiety. No. When we love ourselves enough to say, this one I cannot help you on. Okay? And that's the end of it. No is no. Respect yourself enough, motivators, to say no and mean it. Okay? Now, let's also get into the healing process is necessary for us spiritually as well. Okay? To be free, we have to find our spiritual connection, whatever that is for you all. For some, it's prayer. For some, it's meditation. For some, it's taking time to be outside in nature. It depends on what it is. It depends on what your belief system is. But everybody needs to feel some sort of connection so that they can feel grounded. So make sure that other people are not stopping you from your connection that you need spiritually. And I found that I was so busy working and helping and doing things that I wasn't giving myself time to get my spiritual connection. And that's why I was starting to feel empty. I was starting to feel hollow because I would just wake up and then I would just hit the ground running. I didn't prepare my mind, my heart, my spirit for my day ahead. So I think that that would help some of you as well. Make sure you're allowing yourself to be grounded spiritually. Okay. So I put the link in the chat. I only have two more thoughts. Um, let yourself be free. Go from imprisoned to elevated. Okay. Now, how to elevate your life? Elevating means to be intentional, purposeful. Now, let's talk about the three P's. These are my three P's for how to elevate your life, okay? And number one is peace. There's no way that we can elevate our life if we don't have peace. Your life cannot feel joyous. You cannot get into your passion in your life. You cannot get restful sleep. So many things follow when there is no peace. So whatever it takes, get your peace. Don't let other people disrupt your peace. Okay? It's your personal possession. It's something that you deserve. I know for a long time I did not think that peace was something that I deserved. I know it kind of sounds strange, but I didn't think so. I thought that my purpose, my reason for being here was only to serve others and to help other people. But I was miserable and I was unhappy. So it was very unbalanced. So I had to learn that my peace had to first start with me. That means filling up my cup, doing things that made me have peace. Like I had to start my day with peace, getting into my affirmations, getting into doing what put a smile on my face, making sure that I was taking care of my own health, making sure that I was eating. Before I would do any of these things, I would just wake up, run, and I'm taking care of this person, I'm taking care of that person. And next thing I look up is 2, 3 p.m. in the day, and I did not eat. I did not do any personal care, but everybody else was taken care of but me. That's not self-love. So I'm speaking to whoever needs to hear this message. Don't pour into others before you pour into yourself. It's very important that we pour into our own self. Remember, I speak on this all the time. Remember, you are your own best friend. There is nobody who is going to love you like you love yourself. You set the standard. Okay, everybody? You. You have to set the standard of how you're going to love yourself, how you're going to treat yourself, how you're going to allow other people to treat you. And when your peace is disrupted, for you to say, no, no, no. It's time for us to put up some boundaries because I'm feeling like my peace is depleted. Don't let other people disrupt your peace. It's very important for healing for you to have peace in your life. Hey, Charlene, how are you? Welcome. Happy Monday to you and to everyone in the chat. Thank you to everybody who has already given me a like. And if you have not already, I would appreciate if you could give me a like. So the second part of the three P's is to get into the elevation. The second part is purpose. Now we can't get free in our life until we define what our purpose is. Know your purpose. Know why are you here? Why do you do what you do? If you don't have a purpose behind your day to day, it's like just going through life or enjoying your life. That's one of my favorite sayings that I got from a client that I had years ago. She told me that you can go you can just go through your life, one day after the other, just like a scratch record. New day, but the same thing over and over again. Or you can live your life with purpose, on purpose. So do that for yourself. Why do you do what you do? Why am I here? What makes me tick? What fills up my cup is very important for us to walk every day with purpose in our life. It will make us feel so good about ourselves, and it will let us open up that jail cell and set our own self free. And we will start elevating because we're not just existing anymore. We're living, we're thriving, we have joy. There's a reason behind our smile. Okay? It's a lot of times we are just going through life and we don't even remember when's the last time I just sat and paused and just smiled to myself and say, I'm so grateful to be alive. It's another wonderful day and I'm here doing what I love. And if you don't say that, it's time for us to rethink our plan. Okay? Make sure you love what you do. Yes, purpose is paramount. Definitely, Charlene. So I'm going to get into the last point, and then I did put the link in the chat for anyone who would like to add to this discussion. You're welcome to come up and share any way that you let yourself be free, and how do you elevate. And the third way, for me personally, how to elevate in my life was to plan. So it's peace, purpose, and plan. Okay. Now, to elevate, we must have peace within before it can flow outward. I think that was pivotal when I was making this topic come together. I thought that was a gem that I would like to share with you guys. To elevate, we must have peace within before it can flow outwardly. So we can't have peace in our life if we don't possess peace within ourselves first. And when we do, everything outside of us, it flows right back to us. Okay. So let your peace start from within, and then everything around you will have peace as well. So when we talk about our purpose, okay, now we're talking about planning. So to elevate your life, if you don't make plans for your life, okay, if you don't make plans and know what you want to do, if you don't know why you're here, then you're putting yourself in a prison, because if you don't know what you want to do, trust me, there's always going to be somebody to get us busy doing their motives and their goals and their agendas. So get into what you want to do. Start making plans for your life. and then you're going to see your peace rise. You're going to see your joy rise, your energy rise, okay? You will automatically elevate when you plan. See, a person who does not plan has already planned to fail, okay? So we don't want to fail, right, motivators? We're not trying to fail. We don't want to fail in life. Nobody wants to fail. But if you don't make plans, if you let other people make plans for you, if you don't make plans for your own life and not the life of other people, you're helping other people. I'm going to help you and you and you. And then the next thing, guess what? None of your plans are taking place. So let's think about ourselves. Think about what you want. What do you need? And what do you desire? Well, those are all the notes that I had on this topic. I was hoping that somebody would come up and hit the link and talk about ways that they got free. Um, and I hope all of you are working on ways for you to get free and to feel free, because we imprison ourselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually. We let ourselves be held hostage. We let people use us. We stay in the past when we need to be in our present. And the way that we can be in our present is by putting ourself first. And it's not being selfish, because if your cup is not full, if you're not taking care of yourself, what can you give to another person? What can you give to another individual? You can't. And this is the reason why people have a lot of breakdowns, mental breakdowns. They go into these state of shock. Some people get sick. Even some people, their heart gives out because they have put everything ahead of themselves for far too long, and then their body just gives out. So we don't want this to be the case for us. We want to live a life of happiness, joy, purpose. We want to enjoy ourselves. We want to have mental peace. We want to have emotional peace. We want to feel good physically. And we want to live in our purpose. That's what I want for each and every one of you motivators. I want you to live with purpose. Enjoy your life. Love yourself. Know that you deserve everything great, but you got to take control of that. All I can do is I can give you all of the tips, I can give you the knowledge, but you are the one that have to put it into action. You have to know that you deserve, and you have to put it in for I deserve to have a great life. I deserve to do great things for myself. I deserve to have my moments by myself. I deserve to use my talents and my gifts. Okay? And a lot of times we are so busy helping other people chase their dreams that we put our dreams on the back burner until one day you wake up and you be like, oh my goodness, look at my age, look at this, look at that. And why did I take so long to get into my dreams and my gifts? Because you were so busy helping other people. And it's wonderful to be a kind hearted person and to love on others. But what about you? What about what you need? And I say to each and every one of you, let yourself be free from whatever hurt you in the past, whatever harmed you, whatever sadness you feel. I ask for you today to set yourself free, to let it go, and that we're going to just stay in today in our present. And we're going to not only be in our present, but we're going to enjoy it. We're going to look at the simple things in life. We're going to walk in gratitude. We're going to have appreciation. And we're going to have a purpose for our life. Why? Because we deserve it. Why? Because we are somebody. Why? Because we are worthy and we are deserving. You deserve to have a great life. But it's up to you to put in all of the steps like I talked about today to have the life that you want. See, first in your mind, you got to want to set yourself free. You can be in a cage and the door can be open, but you got to have to walk through that door and say, I'm free. You have to want to say, I'm healed from that. I'm not bitter. I'm not angry anymore. I choose to forgive whatever hurt me so that I can enjoy and live my today. So I can stand in my own personal truth so that I can use my talents that I was given. See, because I deserve it. And just like you deserve to enjoy your life. Don't let anything or anyone stop you from living your life to the fullest potential. You deserve it, each and every one of you. And I say that to each and every one of you. You deserve it. I thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you to all my moderators. Shout out to my mod squad. And thank you so much to all the members. Appreciate each of you. And like I always ask, join my channel membership to get further support and encouragement. I am Marlene. I'm the content creator for Marlene Motivates. And on this channel, I speak on inspiration, positivity, life lessons, mindset shifting. I thank you so much for joining me today. Tomorrow, I'm not really sure about what the time schedule is going to be because it's supposed to hit tomorrow, the bad weather. So we'll see how that goes. But we'll see. We'll see. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I appreciate everyone's support and let yourself be free. You don't have to be imprisoned. You can choose to elevate. You can choose to love yourself. You can choose to be better. You can choose to have great friends. You can choose your own family circle. It does not always have to be the ones that is related to us by the blood that is running in our veins. Choose your circle of love. Well, thank you so much, Word. Catch the replay. And thank you all so much for joining me today. And like I always say, I'd love for you to join my channel membership. And shout out to all the members, moderators, and to all the new subscribers and those who watch on the replay. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. If not, whenever I can. You know how things are right now. We are in hurricane season. So maybe everything will be okay. Maybe it won't. So I'm not sure what the live schedule is going to be like for the rest of the week. But if I cannot come on, make sure check out one of my past live streams. I have over 1,000 lives on this channel. So you have plenty. I'm sure that there are a few lives that you have not seen. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a great rest of your evening. Be safe. Love yourself. And like I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it.
forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you?